Hi, good morning, everyone. Carrie from down in Texas. How are you on a new week? It's a new week. It's a new week. And we are almost at the end of summer. I hope that wherever you are, if you're watching this video, that I can help you. If you follow me, you probably know the last 2 years have been probably the most difficult in my life. I lost my mother very unexpectedly. She was healthy and then she wasn't, and then in 3 months she was gone. She was only 84. And then not even 2 years, in 3 months she was gone. She was only 84. And then not even 2 years later, who saved my life twice. When I got him, he wasn't a service dog. And then as we started to notice some things with him, he alerted just out of the blue that my implant, I have an implant in my side that controls my nerve disorder and nerve damage in my legs. And he alerted to the malfunction of this machine. Had no idea what he was doing. Called my doctor, and sure enough, my implant malfunctioned. And that could be life-threatening. So that was the first time that happened. He was about a year old. And then it happened again. Like 6 months after. No, about a year after that. Yeah, it was about 2 years into it. And so when it happened again, we took him and we had him trained, got him certified as a service dog for me. And then he was 3.5 when I had major knee reconstructive surgery. And so he was a big dog. He was a really big Labrador. I think he might have had some English Labrador in him, but he helped me walk. He helped me get over my knee replacement surgery. He helped me walk. He helped me manage my balance. And he was with me every day, 24 hours a day. He literally never left my side unless I was out of the house. And then he was always with my husband. He was always at my feet. He slept up against my back. He just was our constant, amazing, unconditionally loving animal. And he was a huge part of our lives for 12 years. During his life, he had 2 major knee replacement surgeries himself. Not replacement, but 2 major knee surgeries. He blew his ACLs. And these are big surgeries for big dogs. Duke was a big Labrador. And amazingly enough, he did really well. He didn't really show any signs of problems until he was about 10.5. And then he had started to develop arthritis. The last year of his life was very difficult. The last 4 months of his life, I actually had hospice care for animals come to my home and help me. This is a big dog, and I just needed, I didn't have the skill set to be able to know what I could do that was going to make him the most comfortable, but I knew that I absolutely had to do whatever I could to make his last days as comfortable as they could be, because he gave me so much. Hospice care is an amazing gift, and it made the last 4 months of his life an absolute gift for my husband and I. We got to really make him as comfortable as he could be. They came to our house. They treated him here at home. Hi, everyone. Wow, I got a lot of people joining. Sorry, I wasn't even paying attention. And last September 4th, he passed away. And his passing is not what I had hoped it would be. Was doing everything I could possibly do to have him at home here where he would just fall asleep. And it didn't happen that way. He got me up at 2:30 in the morning and he was in respiratory duress. So we had to take him to the clinic and he died in my arms 2 hours later. And it was a very tragic, traumatic experience for both my husband and I, but particularly for me. And I think it just compounded the grief that I was already in with the passing of my mom. And I had a really hard time for a long time. I was having horrible nightmares. I was having panic attacks, couldn't sleep, wasn't eating, and I've had weight loss surgery. So if you know anything about like weight loss patients, we don't eat very much to begin with, and wasn't eating. And I knew I really needed help. 2 weeks after I lost him, I had to fly to Australia to take my mom's ashes home. So it has just been this onslaught of emotional, traumatic events, and I haven't been able to catch up with the first one, then the second, then the third. And so in December of last year, I had shoulder reconstructive surgery that I've been putting off. I injured it when I was taking care of my mom. And I had it in December. By February, we realized that the hardware that had been replaced had malfunctioned, had completely fallen out of the socket. So I had to have a second shoulder replacement surgery in March. That's the 4th surgery in a year on that shoulder. So obviously by March I was in a really bad spot. And I knew I could not process it all on my own. So I started to get some therapy to manage this grief, all of my grief, all of the trauma. And I came across this amazing system that my therapist had given to me as a tool. And it absolutely helped me take the first steps to living with this and me controlling it. Because when grief, if you've experienced grief, you know that when grief shows up, it takes control. You don't control it. It takes control of you. How old are you? I'm 63. That's a strange question right out of the box. I just knew that I had to do something to figure out how to get out of this hole that I was in. And I came across this program. It's 5 hours, and it dawned on me in this process that I had to figure out a way to take this crushing weight of sadness and despair and grief and the emptiness of losing a pet, such an important pet, and do something to make all of this, convert this into a positive. I knew if I didn't, that it was going to end up just, I don't know what it was going to end up dragging me down to a place that I didn't want to go. So I had this amazing epiphany one day that this was his way of giving me an opportunity to take the legacy of what this amazing dog gave me 12 years of absolute unconditional love and turn it into something good to help other people. I can't tell you how many people every day I run across and I read that are dealing with pet loss. 70% of the Americans have pets. No, that's wrong. 80% of Americans have pets. And of that, 97% of us look at animals as family members. They're not just an animal, they're a family member. And when you lose a family member, it's a devastating event. Every day I see these messages of people that are in the same place I was, in the exact same debilitating, crushing sadness and emptiness from losing these animals that you connect with on a soul level. If you're lucky enough to experience this, you know what I'm talking about. These animals, that's what they're here for, is to give us unconditional love. And there's scientific proof that if you have an animal in your life, you are happier. Well, I can tell you categorically that is absolutely true. The struggles that my husband and I go through emotionally, we still struggle with. And Duke's been gone a year and 2 weeks. And making this same thing that I went through available to you, helping you learn to live with the grief, because you're not going to ever get over grief. It doesn't go away. You just learn over the course of time how to deal with this grief. I personally feel it gets harder because as these events keep strolling by in our life, babies, engagements, anniversaries, retirements, all of these things, grandkids, they're not here to share that. And when they're not here, it compounds what we're already dealing with. So I just knew that I had to turn this thing, this heavy thing that I feel, that I experience every day, and turn it into a positive. So I have started what is called Duke's Way, Living with Pet Grief. And it is a 5-hour, 5-session counseling plan to help you if you are in the throes of this crushing sadness and despair and loss, and you feel like you need some help. This is a program that you can do at home. We'll do it together. And I pray that what it does is it gives you the tools and the information and the support to help you live with your grief. Not you control your grief. You live with it because you're never going to get over it. But I know, whether it's a human family member or a pet family member, they want you to have a happy life. They don't want you to be in this dark place. And it is okay to ask for help. It is absolutely okay to ask for help. We live in a world today where there is so much going on personally, with your businesses, with our country, with our world. And it's okay to say that I need some help. I mean, I was having severe trauma. I was having terrible, terrible nightmares. And I was diagnosed with PTSD. So if you're in that place and you're looking for some help, I have a program available for you. It's 5 hours. We'll do it together. And I hope I can get you to the point where you are ready to open your heart up to another amazing creature. It's a fact. We're happier when they're here than when they're not. If you're interested, you can certainly reach out to me on this app or any of my social media apps. It's called Duke's Way, Living with Pet Grief. It's my way of honoring this amazing animal that saved me twice, that gave me 12 amazing years that will be forever imprinted in my heart and my brain. And it helps me keep his legacy alive, because I know he would want me to be happy, and I know he would want me to help people be happy. So if I can help you, if you're in this terrible, terrible space of crushing sadness because you've lost your pet and you know you need some help, let me help you. I can't wait to hear from you. And I pray every day it gets better. You can get to the point where you can live with it, but it's not going to happen overnight. And sometimes, well, just sometimes we need help, and it's okay to ask for it. Hope you have a wonderful day, everyone. This is Carrie from Duke's Way, Living with Grief. Many blessings to you. If you're lucky enough to still have your beautiful loved ones, your cuddly fur babies, whatever they are, whether they're a dog, a cat, a horse, a gerbil, they all are family members. And they all deserve the same kind of love and respect and unconditional love that they give us. We'll see you soon. Have many blessings and have a great, safe day. Talk to you soon.